Hello there, and welcome to the Puffin podcast. I'm your host, Jake Thomas, and as always, sitting next to me is Kita, the elk hound. And I tell you, my kid is weird. He comes up to me this morning, and he's getting an English muffin out of the bag, and he wants me to put peanut butter on it. I'm like, okay, that's fine, I'll get some peanut butter on it for you, which is a pretty normal thing to do. But then he grabs a slice of cheese out of the fridge, and he wants the cheese on the other half of the English muffin. I tell him, no, let's just do peanut butter. It's like, cheese and peanut butter doesn't really go together too well. And he's like, no, I eat them separately. I'm like, okay, he's going to eat each slice of English muffin separately. I'm like, alright, whatever. A few minutes later, he comes up to me, and he's like getting ready to throw this piece of cheese in the trash. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I got peanut butter on my cheese. I'm like, kid, just get a new piece of cheese. And I'm like, and he throws it in the trash. I was like, but before he threw it in the trash, I was like, you could have just given that to the dog. And he's like, no, I can't give it to the dog. It has peanut butter on it. I'm like, kid, the dog loves peanut butter. And so then he gets a new slice of cheese, puts it back on the English muffin half, and then proceeds to go and put the two halves together with the... I'm like, you just got mad because you had peanut butter on your cheese, and you stick the peanut butter and the cheese together between the English muffin. I'm like, kid, you make no sense this morning. And yeah, that was really interesting. And then I think he only ate about half of it. Yeah, it's still sitting over there on his table. But yeah, that was something interesting that happened this morning. And so this past week's been pretty interesting. Not actually good interesting, but it's been kind of rough on me. My anxiety's been really amped up this week. So I don't know. I mean, I was able to get with my my doctors, and hopefully I'll be able to start seeing one of the counselors soon. But they have a pretty long wait list to get in, so we'll see. But hopefully it'll help get my anxiety back under control pretty soon. But on a good note, I did go in for an interview with the local newspaper to do content sales, advertising sales for the newspaper. And that's really exciting to me because it'll give me some sales experience that I need to help me get into the sports industry. Because from everyone I've talked to and from past interviews I've done, they say that regardless of what you're wanting to do with a sports organization, you're almost gonna have to start in ticket sales. And every time I've interviewed for a job in ticket sales, they're like, well, we love your resume, we love what you've had to say to us in an interview, but you have no sales experience. And they're like, we don't care. Like, and this is from 3 or 4 different teams I've interviewed with, and they've all said the exact same thing. Like, you need sales experience. Like, we like what you said, we like what's on your resume, you know, we like where you're going with your education, but again, there's no sales experience. So, I mean, I think it would be good to get some sales experience without having to move away from the island. So, I mean, that's exciting, and it's a small company, local, so, you know, I like that. And they want me to come back for a 3rd interview next week. So hopefully that goes well too. And I think that'll help with my anxiety some too. Not worrying about that. And getting into a job that is more suited for me and my long-term goals rather than continuing to work in a job I took just because it was the first and only thing at the time to give me an offer. And so that's kind of been this week. So Friday, me and Kalsin went and did some disc golf again. I just love how much he enjoys doing that with me. It's fun for me, it's fun for him. And he always comes up with these little antics while we're out there. Like, when we went out a couple weeks ago, we would be walking, and he'd pretend like a monster grabbed his leg while he was walking, and he'd have me come over and, like, knock it away for him. And then, yeah, this week he kind of just did his thing, you know. He played, but his favorite thing is he waits and he sees where my disc lands, and then he runs up and he grabs it off the ground and he throws it before I can even get over there. And I'm like, okay, where exactly was that? So I can make my next throw. And now he's out here. He's trying to climb on me right now. And he is just being his crazy little self, because he's a little monster. And he is all ready for Halloween. He got him a red Go-Go Power Ranger costume, and then somehow a red Power Ranger candy bucket has appeared in our house, and he's already, like, putting on the costume every day and carrying around the bucket, and he's like, Dad, let's go get candy. I'm like, no, it's not time for that yet. Which, I mean, we don't even know if, we're going to be having it in our town yet or not. They haven't said, but hopefully they still do the downtown trick-or-treating for the kids. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it safely with social distancing and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's right. We go downtown and we walk around and we get candy. That's right, Kalsin. I don't know if y'all can hear him. I don't know if my mic's picking him up in the back or not, but he's just being crazy. And, what else? What was I going to talk about this week? I don't have my notes, and I forgot. Yeah. But, yeah. What? You want to sit right here? Alright, sit right here. Okay. Alright, right here. Yeah, right there. Don't touch the computer, though. You want my phone? Oh, this week, man. So last week for Kalsin's birthday, one of the toys he wanted was this white Pokemon ball with the Larvitar. And Walmart runs out. Like, they stock 2 of these toys at a time, and they sell out in a day, and they'll be back in about a month and a half. Like, they'll be out for a month and a half before they get them again. And so, we weren't able to get it for his birthday. And then, I was checking the Walmart app and noticed that they had 2 in earlier this week, so I texted my wife because she just happened to be at Walmart at the time, and so she picked it up, and we gave it to him. And he's been, like, inseparable with this thing for a few days. And then we go for a ride out the road, and he wanted to bring it with him. And we're like, okay, that's fine. And then on the way home, it was late, and we didn't feel like cooking, so we just ran through McDonald's for food. And well, then we get home, and I got all this stuff in my hand because I'm carrying all the McDonald's food, our tote that we take when we go out the road, because we take little snacks with us, and, extra set of clothes in case we stop at a beach and Kalsin gets all sandy or something. And so my hands are full, and I had like this little Pokeball on top. And I thought I sat it down on the table when I set down his food, but then the next day, we couldn't find it. And, like, we searched the entire house, and we could not find this thing, and he's, like, going crazy because it's all he wants to play with is this white Pokemon ball. And he won't play with his blue one or, the regular red one. He wants that particular Pokeball. And I'm like, the only thing I can think of is when I threw the McDonald's bags in the trash. I was like, maybe because of everything I had in my hand, I didn't realize it was in that hand, and I dropped it in the trash too. And we had already taken out the trash to the dumpster, so it's not like we could just check the trash to get it back. And that was, I think, Monday or Tuesday. And then finally, Saturday morning, and this is like every day between then and this, he's been asking to play with it multiple times a day. And I'm like in our shoe closet, and the tote that has like our extra clothes and whatnot and snacks and stuff in it is in there. And right on top of it was that white Pokemon ball. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I just found this right now. And he's been with it ever since. And he gets crazy with it. He likes to just throw it across the house. And I tell him, I'm like, no, if you go to throw it, throw it into the couch or something so it doesn't hit the hardwood floors and make a loud noise or scratch anything or knock anything off the counter. But he gets rambunctious and he just throws it as hard as he can at the floor. Yeah, I'm talking about you, baby. No more? Okay. And, yeah, that was like the big excitement this week is losing and finding that Pokemon ball. But, yeah, this guy, he's a handful sometimes, but I love him. He's my bubby. And yeah, he's excited too because the neighbors across the street, they've put up their Halloween decorations. So they got like spider webs in their bushes, and they got a tree that has this like ghost clown on it. It's really cool looking. And he looks at it and he's like out the window. He's like, "Daddy, what's that?" I'm like, "It's a ghost clown." He's like, "A ghost clown?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And he like sits out and watches out the window, watching this ghost clown hang from the tree. It's funny. He likes it. Oh, it's your ghost clown? Oh, apparently it's his ghost clown, but it's in the neighbor's yard. But this kid loves ghosts. You like ghost? What does a ghost say? Yeah, yeah. I can't believe you just did that. That was fun. Yeah, was that funny, Kalsin? Yeah, he disconnected my mic for a second. But, yeah. This kid loves ghosts. He's super excited for Halloween. And it's almost here. 2 more weeks, bub. And, yeah. I'm going to cut this one a couple minutes shorter than usual. And, y'all all have a good week. Hope everyone stays safe and enjoys life. And I'll catch y'all next time. And as always, if you enjoyed, please give me a follow on Instagram or Twitter at Puffin. Or if you enjoy, little sketches, I do my YouTube, and I have some Sharpie art that I accompany with the audio that you've heard today, and you can listen and watch on YouTube as well. And you can subscribe to my channel. It's Puffin Podcast. And I'll catch y'all later.